You're going to love this. Trust me, what you're seeing now is my normal state.
Welcome, I'm Spaghetti King, and this is Adorkable Yandere Kidnaps You by Mishti Misa. I should also mention that this was also edited by Sonazki, so it's kind of like a Sonazki video too, but But in this case, as always, with the Sonazki treatment, you get, like, possibly the height of Yandere. I mean, honestly, at this point, it seems to be some kind of, like, great struggle in the heavens between, like, Sonazki and, like, Lovesick. I mean, Lovesick gets much more attention, but it's tough, dude. It's tough, dude. It's tough to say. I think I'm probably on the Sonazki side myself, though, if I had to choose one, being honest. But let me give you a summary of this. So this one was very good. So much so that I might not even be able to mention everything in this review. Because honestly, the thing is, normally I try and mention some good quips if I can. Like, almost every single quip in this entire thing is, like, great. Like, that's kind of like where we're at. Like, this is just excellent. So, I'll give you a summary. The location is the same throughout the entire thing. However, the knowledge each character has kind of shifts. So, you're introduced, you wake up, and you're in this, like, basement place, I assume. Yandere, so regular. And the Yandere is, I think, Miuri from Steins Gate? I've never seen Steins Gate, okay? Yeah, it's Miuri from Steins Gate. Okay? I've never seen Steins Gate. I maybe eventually will. I know ER loves it. I know he says it's like ultra high IQ and epic. I'll get there. We'll see it. And maybe I'll love it. But, as for now, I'm a bit of a scrub lord when it comes to that. So, Miuri from Steins Gate. Okay. That's who it is. That's who this character is. Sonazki seems to use other Steins Gate characters. I know in his, that one Yandere Neko thing he did, he used another character from Steins Gate as well. We'll get there eventually. But, you start off in this basement, and she introduces herself to you, and she basically says that she has not kidnapped you, but she's taking you into her house to protect you from your neighbor, who is apparently a Yandere. So this is the interesting thing, where she says that your neighbor is like a Yandere and whatnot, and she gives these various examples, and basically this entire thing is her, like, comparing herself to her neighbor, and being kind of like a whataboutism, and kind of like, oh, well, I wouldn't do this kind of thing. And then she kind of, like, slowly reveals her true Yandere side as it goes. But the funny thing is, I believe this neighbor is actually a Yandere for you, given the end of this audio. So I don't believe that's actually a lie, but it's kind of funny. But, it goes where she says, like, oh, you shouldn't move, you're still probably, like, pretty tired and whatnot, if you know what's good for you, whatnot. And she explains, that your Yandere neighbor is coming for you. And, let's see, she eventually goes on to explain that she discovered this neighbor as being a Yandere for you when she borrowed her notebook in class, apparently, and then apparently she was accidentally handed her diary, and then she discovered these horrible things that she wants to do, like cut off your legs so you can't escape, and poke out your eyes because your eyes are so beautiful in these things, and she critiques them, where she's like, oh, well, this great line, why cut off your legs when a chain around your ankle works just as well? That's a great one. I'm playing that one, dude.
Why cut off your legs when a chain around your ankle works just as well?
Absolutely excellent. That's just... that was a great one. But, and then she's like, oh, well, she doesn't know how to kill people either. I mean, if you wanted to kill people, I mean... Oh, why do I have guns on the wall? That's like an S1 rifle, World War II rifle. I think S1, she said. There's a lot of World War II rifles. but you know, it's been out of use for decades. So you know, that's what the non-traceable poisons are for in this very, you know, cute presentation. And then it goes on, and you know, she basically critiques this other yandere's methods. You know, she mentions like, oh, she wants to poke out your eyes. Well, I already have a replica of your eyes, and you know, she mentions that. Well, she initially denies it, and then she's like, well, what if I did have a replica? On a scale of 1 to 10, how creeped out would you be? And apparently, it wasn't above a 10. How creeped out would I be? 5, 6, 6. I'll say 6. Yeah, I'd be a 6 in terms of creepometer. To that, because that would be also kind of interesting. Can I see my eye replicas? That'd be, you know, no. But you have that, and then it goes on, and she's like, "Oh, well, you want to leave? Well, you can't leave." And eventually, after you admit that you would not mind, I guess, a yandere poking out your eyes, or a yandere cutting off your legs. Maybe she kind of overread that. She's like, "Oh, so you love yanderes that much that you'd let them abuse you, I guess? Well, guess what? I'm actually a yandere, and this is a kidnapping, because I love you." And then another fantastic line. She says, "I love you so much that I would kill my entire family just to get a head pat from you." That's pretty intense. And you know, then it goes on to say, well, you know, you still have that yandere outside, so I'll call up some of my friends who are also yanderes, and then we'll go wipe her out by sheer numbers alone. So here's your favorite movie. Go and watch that until I'm back. Bye. And that's the ending. Literally, that's the ending. So this is really how you do the crazed yandere. I think this is the height of crazed yandere. This is how it's done. This is the art. This is it. So, you know, if you wanted to communicate the crazed yandere, that kind of character, I think, I'm not gonna say this is the height of it, but I'm gonna say this is, I think, among the best of how it's been done. This is just great, because you have all the tropes in there. You have the listeners' interaction with that. I mean, you have all these different gimmicks going on. The torture, the chain, cutting off your legs, bolting out your eyes, guns, poisons. All this is mentioned. And it has this cute, innocent demeanor on top of it. Again, not like an aggressive crazy, but like a doting, innocent crazy in like a good way. Because I didn't feel creeped out or disturbed throughout this entire thing. I was just like, really? That's more of like how I was on. And I was like, this is good. This is some good stuff. This is Yandere's son. So, okay, I'll say that. Yeah, I already like described the art pretty much. It's this like dank basement thing, Miuri from Steins Gate, etc. Emotes, as always, by sonazki. If there's one thing I can mention, as always, is it just a sonazki thing to have like this weird, semi-ironic kind of like music kind of going on? Like the music was good. It almost, I don't know if it fit necessarily. I mean, it helped with the goofiness, but it was kind of, I don't know. I'm not going to say it's bad or good. It just stuck out to me, and maybe, I don't know, it's just a sonazki thing. But besides that, completely excellent. So I'll just check if there's any other quips I want to mention. Oh, right. So there was she mentions that she plotted to kill the kindergartner who confessed to you. So apparently someone confessed to you in kindergarten, so she was plotting to kill this person. The neighbor, apparently. Pretty goofy. And then she also mentions that, like, this trash tier yandere who would kill someone who hasn't even cheated on them, etc. I guess that's against the yandere code. Yeah. Only other thing I would think of mentioning is she says she did have a fun line, which is very funny in hindsight, which is like, you're not going to be able to kill a yandere. It's really hard to kill a yandere because they already know all your tricks. Which is right. I mean, I guess that's why she has to go in with her yandere horde and kind of just whatever. That's, you know, brute force it. I guess it works. But that's all the quips I would say. That's all the quips I would say. So I got pretty much all of them out with the summary. But the thing is, like I said, almost every quip in this entire thing is, like, great. So it's hard pressed, right? This thing is rather short. It's like 8 minutes long, but man, this is how you get things done in 8 minutes, dude. This is how you make priorities. So this is great stuff. So yeah, I mean, this is just a great one. So all I have left is the rating. Audio 5 to 5. Wholesome rating 5 to 5. Yeah, well, yeah. Overall rating 10 out of 10. Rank legend. The highest recommendation I can give. Just simply, it's just great. It's just great. Nothing more I can say. Excellent. Please watch this. Yeah, so Mishti Misa. That's how you say your name. Mishti Misa. I don't know. And, you know, sonazki, of course. Loving ya. Cool. Spaghetti King approves. Good boys. You know, Spaghetti King is a dude. Spaghetti King is a dude. Spaghetti King's a dude. Can you tell that? Sonazki is a dude. So I'll say, you know, how you doing, man? Good job. As always, Mishti Misa. Height of Yandere alert? Height of Yandere alert? Questioning? I'm not sure here. But yeah, some good stuff. I approve. So, okay, let me just stop, you know, tripping over my own shoelaces and end this video. Thank you for watching. I'm Spaghetti King. I love you all, and farewell.